Okay. All right. Next up. Next up is I'm gonna say your name horribly wrong, so I'm just gonna say Gallagher. Gallagher? Oh, I can show you guys the tracker too that I'm using. Okay. Let's do this. So this portfolio in general is pretty solid. I'm liking it. It's kind of going left and right, but it's got the qualities. Okay, so this is the tracker that I've built out. It's kind of like Trello. It's just more minimalistic. So see, we got Steven. And just move him over to completed. So we got all these portfolios to do. If I go here to the calendar, you can kind of see what? Like what? There we go. I was like, why was it in July? That was weird. So you can see who's coming up. So next week we've got Devin G and Crazy Yuan. I might do these earlier, but this is the latest that they will occur. Anywho, yeah. And then the other thing I'm going to start doing is if I go back to, not lists, if I go back to, what was that madness? Judd, dude, come on now. That's crazy. My bar's not even like updating for some reason. It's cool. It's cool like that. No idea why. Let's make sure that's all working all right. Go break a leg. Anywho, so if I go here and I go to the Kanban, you can see, so now I have need critiques. So when I start doing critiques, I'm going to move your name over to this critique section. And once you're over here, you can't get critiqued for the rest of the week. Now, this is an attempt to give more people the opportunity to get a critique in before the end of the week. Just so you guys are aware. When this comes into play, I'll let you guys know. Right now, it's kind of, it's its thing. Thanks for that dono, man. Yeah, Zenkit's pretty nice. I don't know, like, we'll go, there's all types of stuff you can do here. It's like, there's some crazy things. You can do these are really cool mind maps. These are nice. Anywho. Well, let's clear this. Oh, see, there's all this stuff too. All right, we'll go back to Kanban. Surprise stream. What's up, Axel? Can you share in Zenkit? I think I can invite people. Yeah, team members, you can add people, but I don't know where it limits you based on pricing and stuff. Anywho, let's get to this portfolio. There are teams though, yes. Okay, let's look at this stuff. So, environment artists open for opportunities from Ukraine. Super cool. Dude, I love seeing that people all over the world make game art. It's so sick. So, I believe this is the first time I saw his work. Some good stuff here. So this is for the challenge. Dude, this is genius too. Like, you could do a character or not do a character and just do the robe and then let Marvelous just kind of do the thing. Axel, no, this was, so I'm going to a show tonight, so I wanted to stream this morning. I also took the day off, so normally I'd be at work right now. Actually, now that I think about that, I need to look at Maru and see what's going on. Make sure he's all good. Yeah, he's doing all right. All right, so we're gonna scroll through some of this stuff, and then I'll talk about the portfolio overall. Oh, this is good. So see, this is a really nice visual breakdown of like how all the props and assets that are being used. Axel's called Big Slap. If you Google Big Slap, you should be able to see it. It should be like after show, whatever's. Like after movie, I think is what they call them. Oh, this is cool too. Cool display of materials. Materials are so nice now. So it's a combination of scenes, some crazy characters. Finish this project over. I started project weekly competition. So Devin Faye did the alley. Let me see. Oh, it's based on Devin Faye's alley, so it did it all. Nice. Super cool. So this one's definitely not game centric. This one's more of like just making it look cool. This is cool. Reminds me of a certain ship I saw at a game in a game assembly portfolio. This is really nice. The line works a little, this gets a little strange where this is dipping down. Like the angle feels like this should continue straight and then go down. Skimming through this stuff. This one's interesting. I'm curious why these aren't, like this one I don't think looks done. Maybe it needs like edge highlights and stuff or details to help like sell the shapes that you're seeing. This one's interesting. But yeah, I was gonna say it's interesting that this one has all those different materials in it when he's splitting out all these other ones. Is it doing it in this one too? No. This is cool. This is a nice way to display some like breakup. The edge damage here is a bit soft looking though. Yeah, the mind map stuff's awesome, dude. Oh, dude, poor bird. This is nice. This is a really interesting way of displaying. I like this. This is pretty cool. There's nice leaf usage in here. These little branches feel a little odd. Like, I guess because they're getting warped. This is cool. I think it might be missing some AO or something, or like the there's like it almost looks like the detail normal thing we were looking at earlier. It's just kind of like evenly beating up all the rocks. I would say this is strange, but I've seen rock on ground that like looks like in real life that kind of looks like this. So this is cool. Man, this type of stuff, and so this is marvelous. I was like, just substance designer, this would be brutal, but marvelous is involved as well. It's cool seeing comboing those two things. Let's see here. This material is nice. The grout has needs a different roughness to the. Right now, all of it's kind of the same. Yeah, it's a cool combo, right? This is cool. I wonder if that seam right there is intentional. Oh yeah, this looks awesome. There's some procedural stuff going on in it that is making it noticeable. Where are we at here? So like, let's make sure I get the right. So like this stuff here, this line is just continuing through and then continuing this way. So those lines just need to be separated before they get from one tile to the other. Some of the other tiles too, they all feel, it's all just a little bit perfect. And the dirt or grout that's between the tiles feels like it should be a little lower. I guess if you look at this spot right here, I guess I feel like there should be stuff that's in the middle of it and then a difference on the edge. So it kind of feels like it's dipping down like this, or like there's dirt, or it's lighter or darker in the middle of it and then changes as it contrasts outward towards the tiles. Oh, thanks, Chris. You guys see that? So if you go to the Discord, in the technical channel, Chris has posted how he's controlling his masks in Unreal. Thanks, dude. This is nice. There's what is that? There's a roughness cloud pattern that's happening in there. That's a little weird. Maybe it needs to be softer or less cloud looking, I guess, is what I'm looking for. This one's interesting. Column pattern. I guess I would like to see that on a column versus like just a plane. So there's a lot of things we can critique in here and just look at and go through. I'll link this in, I actually need to link the other portfolio as well in chat. So here's that one. Where are we at here? So one thing I've done that you guys might be curious about is when you click on these, they've got like, you can put descriptions, due dates on them and stuff like that. But you can also add custom fields. And I added a custom field. You can move these around also, just FYI. I added a custom field called portfolio. If I go to properties, you can say type and then link, and then I just left it blank. So then you can have the link right under it, and then when you center click on it, it opens it. So I'll just get this one up, and I'll post this in chat as well. Oh, Stefan beat me to it. Anywho, super useful. Oh, look at this. This stuff just appears. That's cool. I'm like, how do you get rid of that? I'm like, what is this? Anywho. So this is cool. Look at this one. This one's really intriguing to me. Like the leaf that's inside, I'm curious, is that actually floating inside of it, or is it textured onto the, you know what I mean? Is it like painted on the outside to look like it's inside, or? I like that this is a ZBrush model though. It's kind of cool. Cool dagger. Careful with the scratches looking a little too generic and whatnot. Forestling, what's up, man? So you're showing sci-fi assets as well. That's cool. We've got some fan art. Some buildings. Dude, this stuff's cool. What is this stuff? That's awesome. Some ArcViz stuff. Cool. Okay, so what this portfolio shows me right now is you're pretty good at environment art. Like this is awesome. There's some scale issues with like the size of the leaves up here, the ivy or vine leaves, versus the ones down here. Like the ones down here are like the size of your hand. The ones up there look like they're the size of like the top third of your body. Yeah, Chris, you remember this one? This one was super awesome. This is cool too. The vine stuff in this. Yeah, this is really good. So I think right now you've got. I'm gonna do it like this. You've got a scene. Whoops, that's huge. Hang on. You got a scene, a prop. We'll put that in weapon. We'll put this in prop. Fan art. I haven't looked at that one yet. Shit, I gotta go. Hang on. So what I'm doing is trying to classify what type of asset they are. Old Chinese lamp. Got weapon. Look at that. Dude, you get cut by that? That'd be terrible. Yeah, I died to a flowery blade. It was rough. It was rough. Ricky, what's up, man? How are things? And then you got the building stuff. So the building stuff is really cool. I feel like these two should be bundled together. If you want to be an environment artist, then you should either remove these or put them together in a single thing, or leave them. I mean, that's like, you could put that in a section called like extras, like have the first tile say extras and then that, and then have those inside of it. This could go in there as well. This stuff is good. This one's awesome. This brick one's pretty good. This one's good. This one's good. This one's good. Good. This one actually shows some interesting skill, like tarp skill, if you want to call it that. So this one, I don't know. Like, I feel like this needs to be part of a scene. This one's good. Good. Prop. Yeah, that's good. And then this one's also really strong. So yeah, I mean, this portfolio is difficult. I wouldn't say you really need to pare anything down. Maybe bundle stuff up a little bit more, like things that could go together, and then either focus it more towards environment art or prop art. Like, prop art would be like, well, that's like a double edge, because you'll get that anyways. So make like another scene like this one, and then you'll have these two scenes. I feel like this one needs more of that. That's awesome. This one needs more shots of the environment. The character is really cool, but I'm like more interested in the environment. But you have a robust set of skills here, and you're showing substance designer as well. You're showing stylized work, sci-fi, hand-painted textures, sculpting, weapons. Like, it's pretty solid. I think it just needs focus. I think he is. Is it pronounced Yeghor? I think he is, though. I could be wrong. In general, though, this is solid. It just needs focus. Environment art. The environments are stupid good. It's awesome. I like this one too. I would love to see an anchor down and like hitting a rock, or like caught on something, and then maybe like where the sand is, you can see that it's dragged, so there's a little bit of trail before it caught one of the rocks. These planks feel a little thin. Pretty cool though. This text is strangely placed, if that makes sense. You know what, Jester, you're correct. He did post his challenge in the Discord, so I'm pretty sure he's in there. Anywho, that is that portfolio. I think you could get so your environment artist open for opportunities. I think you could get a junior position or a mid-level position with a test. Like you could apply for a mid-level and then show, like this would get you past the application. And then you just have to do the art test. Jet, you heard that right? That was really weird, wasn't it? All right, cool. Getting pumped? You getting pumped, 91? Okay, I'll be right back. And then I think I'll look at some critiques, and then we'll see. It'll be like a soft entry into starting critiques and stuff. And then I'll probably just work on my stuff while I burn the time away. Later, Jet. Thanks again. Okay, be right back.